I wasn't shocked. I said it was coming. But that didn't make it any easier to watch him go. I have watched almost all 37 seasons of Survivor, and know how it works. There are players who are obvious threats to your gameplay, ones that you can ignore for only so long before they endanger your chance winning the title of Sole Survivor, and those million buckaroos. But this one hurt, and I doubt I am the only one who feels that way. Christian Hubicki, a 32-year-old super nerd robotics scientist with the gangly physique of an elf on the shelf, was deemed too big a risk to keep around. That a super fan of the show like Christian was so rudely dismissed right before next Wednesday's 2-hour David vs. Goliath season finale sticks the knife in deeper. Unlike Goliath, Natalie Napalm Cole, who was unforgettable for all the wrong reasons including bossiness, lack of work ethic and a weird fixation with jackets that continued even after she got her torch snuffed on day 15. Christian was her mirror opposite. He was modest but assured about his instincts. He made friends quickly. He valiantly tried, and failed, to catch fish. He engaged in science babble, as he calls it, but not boastfully. He didn't have the brute strength of his Brachachos Alliance buddies, pro wrestler John Hennigan and SWAT officer Dan Rengering, but they accepted and respected him. He also found his female David equal in Gabby Pascuzzi, a technical writer. Unlike many schemers over the years, they drew people to them, not repelled them. They were gracious even when they were voted out. I love that Christian stepped up and nailed the challenge on the very first episode. The Goliaths picked him as the weakest male among the Davids on day 1. Yes, he struggled a bit during the physical part of the challenge. But Christian's brain power kicked in as he swiftly solved a slide puzzle and won a shelter-making kit for his tribe. He found an idol when he most needed it by employing a rather unusual but effective search method. But his most incredible feats came on episode 10. First, Christian helped his Rewards Challenge team win a picnic and letters from home. Then, he miraculously outlasted buff surfer dude Alec Merlino during an epic immunity challenge that befitted the biblical illusion of the season. His body twisted while standing on a narrow perch while holding a handle above his head, almost as if emulating the crucifixion. Alec held on for 5.5 hours, with Christian distracting himself from any pain while talking non-stop to host Jeff Probst. Alec got dizzier by the minute and dropped off in a daze. I realized last night why I so connect to Christian. He reminded me of all the male nerds and geeks I hung out with in high school. I went as far as pre-calculus where math was concerned and took earth science instead of physics because I knew my limits. But these guys, who are more likely to be in the band than catching footballs, got A's in their advanced courses. And they were mostly gentlemen who treated me like a friend and made me laugh as they recited fire sign theater routines. They also created their own fireworks, literally, for the 4th of July, just because they could. See Survivor Ponderosa video, 7th jury member jokes. The challenges were less murderous than I thought. Watch, so who do I root for among the 6 remaining? I'd watch School of Rock each day of my life if I could, and I enjoyed Mike White when he competed on The Amazing Race. But when he won individual immunity this week, he went after my guy. Nick Wilson's cheesy fake idol move put me off. It was heartbreaking to see Christian crumble to the ground after his ex-ally Nick didn't take him on a food reward. Well, the jig was up. At least Davey Rickenbacker was loyal to Christian until it didn't suit his needs. All I know is Angelina Keeley should shut up about that rice already. And this season has been one of the best ever. See exclusive predictions. Who will win Survivor? Be sure to make your predictions to influence our reality TV racetrack odds. You can keep changing your predictions until just before the next live episode airs on CBS. You'll compete to win a spot on our leaderboard and eternal bragging rights. See our contest rules and sound off with other fans in our reality TV forum. Read more Gold Derby entertainment news.